An area where a lot of the animals like to make use of their own natural camouflage in order to avoid danger, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of this in action. Okay, now to start things off, over to our right side you get a very nice view of an okapi. The okapi is a very shy and elusive animal. As a matter of fact, they weren't even discovered by the Western Hemisphere until around 1901. Now, even though the okapi does have those black and white stripes on their legs like a zebra, they actually are the closest living relatives to the giraffe. They do both share the same exact skull structure as well as a very long and prehensile tongue, which both animals can make use of to grab onto the food they eat. They also do share those kind of horn-shaped protrusions coming off their head, which are known as ossicones. Now, in the hills over to our right side, we can actually see some greater kudus. Greater kudus are the second largest antelopes in Africa, standing at just under 5 feet tall in the fully grown. And they can tell these are females because only male kudus can actually grow horns on the heads. And over here to our left side, we do see the rear end of a black rhinoceros. Now, the black rhino is around 3,000 pounds, and when charging, they can reach a top speed of around 35 miles per hour. They are extremely endangered animals hunted due to the keratin in their horns, which poachers do believe has some kind of medicinal value. It is not at all. As a matter of fact, keratin is the same protein that is make up both your fingernails as well as your hair. And now, hiding in the hills out here to our right side, you can see the chestnut brown coats of the bongo. Now, the bongos are known to blend in very well with their surroundings, earning them their nickname, the Ghost of the Forest. They're also known to have one of the heaviest set of horns in the entire antelope species. When fully grown, a bongo's horns are usually curved backwards towards their bodies, which has helped them to run through tangled up underbrush without getting tangled up themselves. Alright, now it looks like we are reaching the edge of the Ituri forest. As we make way up ahead, we're going to be crossing into the Sapi River, home to the Nile hippopotamus. Now definitely be sure to keep a very sharp eye out for those hippos, as they are known to spend a lot of the day underwater.
Ooh, Blake! Very bumpy.
Ah, there's some hippos. They're actually in the water up the road into our right side. They're actually right where those logs are sticking up. Now, believe it or not, the hippos are actually known to spend an average of 16 hours per day underwater. They do have incredible lung capacity. They are able to hold their breath for around 5 to 8 minutes at a time. Now, they do this in order to help keep their bodies from overheating, as well as prevent dehydration, as the hippos do not have any kind of sweat glands at all, so keeping them underwater is the really only way of trying to keep themselves cooled down. As you can see, another group of hippos over to our left. Now, even though the hippos are herbivores, they actually are considered to be one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, also because of their aggressiveness and very territorial nature. You definitely do not want to go mess with a hippo. Now, on top of the island is a pod of pink-backed pelicans. They get their names from the pinkish feathers that appear on the backs during mating season. When fully grown, they could actually have a wingspan of roughly 9 feet across, which actually does come pretty close to exceeding the width of the canopy right above your head. Now, if you see a little bit to our left-hand side, we can actually see a group of Nile crocodiles. They are the largest in the crocodilian species, weighing in at around 500 pounds and measuring in at around 16 to 18 feet long, almost as long as a giraffe is tall. They just spend the majority of their day mostly just staying still, conserving their energy, as they are opportunistic feeders. The crocodiles can eat around half their body weight in one feeding, but it's usually means they eat around 1 meal per week. And the jaws are obviously very, very powerful, snapping shut with a pressure of around 2,000 pounds per square inch. It can break bones almost instantly. Alright, now as you make your way around this next corner, to our right side is going to be a very bizarre looking tree known as a baobab. You can already kind of see it from here. Now, the baobab is also known as the upside down tree because their branches do look quite a lot like roots. Baobabs are deciduous trees, which is mean they do shed their leaves at a certain point of the year, going completely leafless for around 6 to 9 months straight. And they're also known to contain around 10,000 gallons of water within their swollen trunks, which has earned the baobab the other nickname, the Tree of Life.
Right there.
And it looks like we're about to be entering the savannah. We already do get a pretty nice preview of it. Over to our right side, we do see a number of giraffe out there. Now with that being said, welcome everyone to the plains of the Serengeti grasslands. Now for those of you who are looking to take pictures, this will be to our left side is easily my favorite view on the entire reserve. The plains of the savannah just spread out for around 800 square miles across the African landscape, and a lot of the animals that are found out here are well known to maintain the landscape themselves. They actually do a pretty good job at it. Now when the giraffe are fully grown, they will usually stand at around 18 to 20 feet tall, which is pretty appropriate considering the fact that a group of giraffe is referred to as a tower. Now, giraffes will usually spend the majority of their day mostly just eating constantly, and they can actually grab onto the food they eat through the use of a very long and prehensile tongue, which can reach to be around 18 inches in length if the giraffe is fully grown. Now the reason why a giraffe's tongues have a very bizarre and dark color to it is actually to help keep their tongues from getting sunburnt. As the giraffes will spend a majority of the day eating, it doesn't really leave a lot of room for sleeping. As a matter of fact, the giraffes are known to only sleep for around a half hour per day, but only sleep for up to 5 minutes at a time. And the giraffes never even sleep laying down. They'll always either be sleeping standing up or sitting. Now off in the distance to our far right side, we can see some baby giraffes and some Ankole cattle. Now, believe it or not, pregnant giraffe's gestation period does actually last for around 15 months long. They do give birth to live young, which is standing around 5 to 6 feet tall at birth. And they usually can walk within the first hour of life, not only to avoid danger, but also because baby giraffes are born fully developed, unlike humans, which definitely does help with the birth, since adult giraffe mothers do actually give birth while standing up, which means the babies will actually drop around 5 to 6 feet. Now we'll talk more about the Ankole cattle as we make way closer to them, but in the meantime, this area over to our left side is known to be the territory of the African wild dogs. They're also known as the painted dog because of their brown and black coats. Supposed to be some laying down towards the far left end of the enclosure, as well as some laying down underneath the den over there.
Under the den. Feels like dogs.
Now, the African painted dogs are known to be some of the most successful hunters in Africa, able to chase down their prey so relentlessly until the point where the prey will collapse from pretty much nothing but complete exhaustion. They are highly sociable animals living in packs of around 5 to 15 dogs, and they're usually led by both an alpha male and female, which should act as the primary breeders of the pack. And I know what you guys are thinking, and no, these are not hyenas, not even close. Please don't do that. Now, to our left side, we do see some sable antelopes, as well as another giraffe to our right. Now, the sable antelopes over here are actually the official animals of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They do show up on a lot of our emblems. Now, in Africa, believe it or not, there actually are around 8 different giraffe species, but the ones that are found out here are known as the Maasai giraffe. Now, I do classify them as such because the Maasai giraffe have a very messy